Welcome once again here to the live stream in the Nehemiah Center on the campus of Whitensville Christian School. Tonight, another big matchup in the Dual Valley Conference as the Douglas Tigers come on in with full of seniors, having a great season, have won 5 in a row. Whereas they're going to play the host team, the Crusaders. Crusaders in the opposite direction have lost 5 straight conference games. So the Crusaders desperately need to stop this losing streak, and that's going to be a tough team tonight to do it. I'm Jamie Walton. I'll bring you all the action tonight as the Crusaders, without one of their top scorers, Isaiah Plantinga, they were already short-handed against a strong veteran Douglas Tigers team, but with Zeke out, it'll make it all the bit more difficult. I believe Zach Casey will get the starting nod, at least from the research I've done. And Douglas comes in. They started out a little bit in the losing ways. They were, I think, 2-2. They were out of conference, didn't win a lot of games, and then they lost their first conference game to Nipmuc. Then they beat Whitensville Christian at their home gym about 3 weeks ago, and they haven't lost since and are now 7-4, 5-1 in the DVC. So they're going to now, they and Nipmuc are vying for this Dual Valley Conference title, whereas Whitensville Christian comes in at 4-5, having had won the first 4 games. They've dropped 5 straight, so they're 1-5 in the DVC. And so they, as I mentioned, are desperate for a win. Tigers trying to keep on their winning ways, especially in conference. They know they can't drop this one to the Crusaders if they want to stay on pace to beat Nipmuc, because they've already played Nipmuc twice. They both won one each, so it's whoever stumbles against Hopedale or Sutton or Whitensville Christian will lose this conference title. And these Douglas seniors, which there are a lot of them, have been waiting many years to have this team. So we'll pause here and have the starting lineups and national anthem.
Coached by Chris Wallach and Joe Roach. Let's give them a round of applause. They will also be featured at the halftime in the scrimmage of their own. Now let's meet the stars for tonight. First for the visitors, number 2, senior Isaac Gosling. Number 11, senior Colton Howard. Number 1, senior Josh Carroll. Number 12, senior Owen Gregg. Number 4, senior Alan Dunphy. The Tigers are coached by Chad Gosling, assistant coach Dean Huddle, and Jeff Hammond. Now let's give it up for the Whitensville Christian Crusaders. Starting, number 1, the senior Pam Damaris. Number 10, the junior Dylan McAllister. Number 21, the senior and captain Caleb Dieters. Number 22, a senior and captain Zach Casey. And number 23, a freshman Gabe Dieters. The Crusaders are coached by Brady Badgema, assistant coach Dave Dieters, and John Zilstra. Would you now please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
All right, so the festivities behind us. These teams are ready to take the floor. Once again, the Crusaders coming in, desperately needing a win. And they're going to play a senior-filled, really good Douglas team that's on a roll. And they have to do it without senior captain Isaiah Plantinga. Zach Casey will get the start along with Dylan McAllister, Cam Damaris, Gabe Dieters, and of course, captain his older brother, senior Caleb Dieters, who's been doing the brunt of the scoring. The biggest issue for Crusaders the last several games here is just the offense. They play pretty good defense and rebounding. As Adam Dunphy wins the tip, gets it to Josh Farrell. Farrell will set up the Douglas offense. Whitensville Christian goes man-to-man. Goes Farrell. He looks down low to tried to get it to Dunphy. Does Dunphy just a little long, and Zach Casey gets the rebound. He's got to find a guard, but Zach brings it up himself. Looks like he finds Damaris. Just getting started here. First possession of Whitensville Christian. Douglas is also playing man-to-man, so both teams start man. Again, Whitensville Christian has been kind of loath to want to shoot the ball. They want to bring it down low to either Gabe or Caleb. Casey's going to have to fire from three with no Plantinga. Zach's going to have to shoot that confidently, even though that's not the shot he usually loves to take. Colton Howard is going to look to find his offense. Almost throws it away. Gets it to Gosselin. Gosselin goes right. Howard, long, that one. Looked like it bumped off Dunphy and out of bounds. Once again, this starting crew of the Douglas Tigers have been together for a long time. They put on a press. Man, looks like a zone. I guess that was a man press. Cam Damaris just rattles out. Great board by McAllister to give a second opportunity here for the Crusaders. Caleb gets it. Spins, pivots, finds his brother. Gabe for three. No good. Caleb battles with Dunphy. Dunphy gets it. Douglas ball, so no score here. 6.5 to play. There's Gosselin. He gets trapped. He gets it back to Dunphy. Dunphy drives off the glass and in. First field goal of the game. 2 minutes gone by, first quarter, 2-0 Douglas. That press bothers him a little bit. Can't punch the ball, I guess. I don't remember that rule myself, but must be a rule in high school. As Douglas tried to get the steal in a fast break, but it'll stay Whitensville ball. Plenty of time, but Cam's going to fire for three. It rattles out. Gabe Dieters with the board makes it 2-2. Cam's got to stay confident. Both shots have looked good. That one just rimmed out. He's got to see one go in. They're going to need Damaris shooting to stay with the Tigers in this one. Looking for Gosselin. Gosselin's got McAllister on him. Dylan, a great man-to-man defender. Drive to the hole is Gray. Gray found Colton Howard. Great pass. 4-2 Douglas. Whitensville Christian has to find their offense and be confident, not just pass it around, not looking for a shot. We know Cam will look for his shot. He's going to go left. Up fake. Good up fake. Up with the right hand. It's up. No good. Great board by Dieters, but he can't get the layup to go. Point blank range. Now Cam's going to get the reach-in foul. First team foul for either team with 3 minutes gone by here, first quarter. So far, a pretty clean game. Gosselin finds Dunphy. Gosselin looked like he wanted to trigger it, but Dylan got in his way. But Gosselin gets to the hole. Great drive. Dunphy with the foul. Zach battles it. Can't get it. Howard ends up with it. He can't get it to go. Too many offensive chances. Crusaders got to clean those boards up. There's Gabe Dieters to Dylan. Gabe goes right. Oh, man, he looked like he had a lane, but he lost it, but gets it to Caleb. Caleb up. No good. Owen Gray ends up with it for Douglas. 4-2. Tigers with an early lead here with just a little over 4 to go. He's going to take it all the way. Gray can't get it to go. Caleb, good drive, but he gets bodied a little bit by Dunphy. Gabe Peters has to turn with Farrell taking it all the way. Also no good. Good diving rebound by Gabe Dieters. Here comes Cam. Cam all the way to the hoop, and it goes. Good drive by Cam Damaris. Ties this thing at 4-4. So far, the Crusaders have been playing good defense and a hustle in those rebounds. Offensive end, still a challenge for them, but I love seeing Damaris be confident. Cam's going to have to go to the hole. Even if you saw the one, there's a 3 ball by Dunphy. No good. Good board by Dylan. Point guard, he can get some rebounds. McAllister looking to push the pace, and he gets the foul called. Great job by Dylan to really cause Douglas to reach in there. See who they get for that. Isaac Gosselin will pick up his first team foul for Douglas. Crusaders get it on the side out of bounds. Cam gets it stolen, but Caleb gets it back to Cam. Damaris has to look for his offense. He does. A little fadeaway. No good, but Caleb with the board. Caleb's got to feel more confident with his offense. Dylan will fire, and Dylan McAllister with a giant 3 makes it 7-4. You don't see Dylan usually like to shoot that, but he's going to have to tonight with no Isaiah. 7-4. Douglas wasn't expecting this, I don't think. It was a close game for a lot of the game in Douglas. Brady Nolan is checked in for Douglas, number 33. He gets the. That's going to be Gosselin for 3. Matches McAllister. 7-7, 2:30 left first quarter. This will be a big last couple of minutes of the first quarter. No turnovers. Continue to get good shots if you're the Crusaders. And already they throw the ball away. That's going to be Owen Gray. So see if Douglas can capitalize on that turnover. Wide open underneath. Man, Colton Howard had it. Crusaders fortunate. McAllister, good aggressive drive, but he gets it swatted out of there. Now McAllister gets it back. He gets it to Caleb Dieters. Dieters can't get it to fall. Dieters struggling right now with his offense. He's got to stay confident. He's getting instructions from his dad over at the bench. Sometimes I wonder, his sons probably understand that language. McAllister with another steal. Good up fake. He almost loses it. Caleb Dieters off the glass and in. And he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line for an old-fashioned 3-point play. So 9-7. They get Brady Nolan on Douglas for that. That's Brady's first. Fast-paced first quarter here. Caleb Dieters makes it 10-7, so they need a defensive stop. End this quarter good if you're the Crusaders. Gray gets it. McAllister almost gets another steal, but they leave Gray alone. They all looked away from him, thinking he had given up on the play. And Owen Gray does a great job of getting the clean look, makes it 10-9. McAllister draws another foul. That one's going to be on Colton Howard. I think that'll be the first on Colton, but that's 3 team fouls for Douglas. I don't think that will come into play. Every quarter, it wipes it away. You got to get 5 team fouls. So to get out to McAllister, brand new shot clock, so they got time. Micah Dieters has checked in for Cam to give Cam a little bit of a break. So you got all 3 Dieters on the floor here. Still 20 seconds left, but right now without Cam out there, they're going to have to. That was good to get Caleb out. Dylan's going to have to be aggressive. He shoots it. He drills it. McAllister finds his offense in a spot where they desperately need him to. 12-9, 41 seconds on this. There's it's about 10 seconds differential shot clock, game clock. Crusaders should get one last chance as long as they clean up the glass. And they do, as Adam Dunphy just rolled out on him. McAllister now gets another foul. That one's on Gosselin. Now why that's important is that's 2 on Gosselin. Gosselin's one of Douglas' top players. It's also important with 24 seconds left. One more foul on Douglas, it'll send the Crusaders to the free throw line for 2. I'd like to see him be aggressive here. Take it down low, see if you can get a foul on Douglas. Oh boy, that was a... Dylan tried to get Zach Casey, but he airmailed it. So not only did they not get a last-second shot, there's 8.2 left for Douglas to tie this game or get within 1. Dunphy's going to have to fire. He drives. He gets fouled with no time left. Dunphy's going to go to the free throw line for 2. The classic at the line with nobody else is always a little tough. I've never liked... I wouldn't even get at the line if I were... Oh, they must... What they're probably saying is there is like a 1/10 of a second on the clock. They put 2 seconds back, 2 full seconds back. So I was gonna say when there's no time left on a foul, they clear all the players off of the line, and that's just a weird feeling for the shooter, and it tends to be distracting. So Dunphy doesn't have to worry about that here. And now they have 20 seconds on the clock, so we got to figure this out. Now it's back down to 0. I have no idea. Come on, Scott Freitas, get it together over there. Coach Brady Badgema is going to have to coach and do the clock. All right. .2. I don't know what that means. I guess Douglas could get a rebound tip. He couldn't catch and shoot if Dunphy doesn't make his second one here. So the Crusaders just got to box out. They can't even worry about the rebound. They just can't let anybody tip this. Definitely want to box the shooter, but he makes it. So that's going to be it. They're not even going to let the shot, because they didn't even run that clock on that one. Why not? Let's just, but they knew it was 0.2 seconds, and so somebody somewhere has figured out that you can't catch and shoot with 0.2. So a really great first quarter for the Crusaders. They've been struggling bad with their offense. Some of these games only in the 20s, and that's with their second leading scorer, Isaiah Plantinga. They don't even have him tonight. And they already have 12, so they'd be on pace of scoring in the 40s. Now, that's the pace, but we all know that they tend to have droughts. And so they really want to avoid that here. They have a 2-point lead. The Douglas Tigers know coming in, 5-game winning streak, should be able to take care of the Crusaders. But it's high school basketball, and anything is possible. What I really liked, especially early in that game, Cam Damaris, he didn't score, but what he was doing was, by being aggressive and taking his shot, he actually got around his guy, drew a second defender. Now even the rebound, Caleb Dieters has a much better chance of scooping that up. It's actually a better opportunity for Caleb than just posting him up some of these, because Douglas has some tall guys to defend him. So you like to think with Cam, hey, you got to make those, and you want to see him make them. But even just, driving and forcing the defense to cover him, you're giving offensive rebound opportunities. Dylan McAllister the same way, except Dylan's made his with 5 points. Number 10, the point guard, usually not looking for his offense, has to tonight. So WCS gets it to start. They have 22 seconds on the shot clock. Cam is a wide open 3. Front rims it. He was so excited to be that wide open that I think he pulled the string a little bit. Damaris has to just be confident. Another steal. Gabe Dieters gets it. This time he leads the break. Cam has Dillon to his left. To Casey. Damaris. Even though Damaris has missed a few shots, he's got to stay aggressive. Good pass. Caleb from his brother Gabe. Caleb Dieters off the glass and in. Early 4-point lead, early second quarter here. A lot of steals in there. Dylan McAllister, Gabe Dieters really been getting their hands in. Howard gets it into Gavin. That's Dumphy. Dumphy in the trees. Again, just can't get it to go. Zach Casey doesn't love to shoot the ball, but he does everything else so well. He's calm. Oh, wide open underneath, up and under. No good. Good contest there by Brady Nolan. That might be the second on Damaris. No, that's the first. Oh, yeah, that's 2 on Cam. So Cam's got to be careful. 2's no big deal yet, but if he gets one more, he's probably going to have to go to the bench till the second half. So Cam's got to stop with the reach-ins. 14-10, 6:15 left, second quarter. That's Josh Farrell. They're looking down to Colton Howard. Howard fell down and gets called for travel. Andrew Hogan and Gavin Gualtieri are in the game. Dillon gets all the way to the coat, but he tripped over one of the Douglas players. McAllister gets back, plays good defense, doesn't hang his head. Good hustle by Zach Casey. That went off of Blue. Oh, that was, the ref was shielded, but I thought that might have went off of Andrew Hogan there. But what a hustle by Zach Casey. Douglas will keep the ball. They got 27 seconds still on the shot clock. Down 4, 14-10. Looks like Brady Gorman is going to come in for the Crusaders. They overshoot Dumphy. Casey gets it. For the most part, a few turnovers, but the Crusaders have been taking care of this ball. Dillon sidesteps, fires. No good. Good rebound. .28 seconds on this. Gabe Dieters always makes really good bounce passes. Almost had Casey going to the hole, but Owen Gray made a good defensive steal there. Now Owen's going to try to look for his offense. He's got Gabe on him. Dumphy's falling out of bounds, and he tried to get it to Andrew Hogan, but he just threw it out of bounds. We got a timeout here. I think Douglas, as the coaching staff's frustrated. As usual, the Crusaders, even when they're not getting their offense, their defense is tough. They've stayed in most games, especially here at home. Nipmunk was the one team that kind of ran away and hit on them, and that was because of their three-point shooting. If you can't hit from long distance, it's tough to get a lot of points on the Crusaders. Now, that being said, they've had their chances. Dumphy and Owen Gray have missed a few bunnies in there, but great defense. One of the keys to that for Coach Badgerman's team is they've really taken care of the ball. They've thrown a few turnovers away, but most of them have been on the other side of the court, haven't given Douglas breakaway transition opportunities. That's going to be the key here. The last 5 minutes of this first half, continue to take care of the ball. Stay calm, get some good offensive looks, and regardless of what happens, you get back on defense. You know Douglas would love to have an opportunity to get some easy looks in transition. 5 minutes on the dot. Second quarter. Crusaders with the ball on offense. Dylan gets it stolen and he loses it. This is what we were talking about. We don't need this transition. Wide open layup. Oh my goodness, Josh Farrell. That was the transition look Douglas was looking for, but he can't get it to go. Crusaders incredibly fortunate on that one. They can't let many of those happen. It's 21 seconds on the shot clock, 4:29 second quarter. Crusaders will maintain possession here as Douglas knocked it out. Casey gets it out to McAllister. Brady Gorman doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he can shoot it if you can get him open for three. There he is. Gabe will fire. Gabe Dieters bounces up and in. What a touch. Love the soft touch by the freshman. Makes it 17-10. Sometimes better to be lucky than good, but Gabe is good. But that one was a little of both. Soft touch. Oh, Gabe thought he had more guys around him than he did. Just under 4 to play. Crusaders now with another steal have an opportunity to put this into double figures or up 9. Gabe's got to get out of the lane. He does. Zach will fire. Man, that one almost bounced in too. Not a bad looking shot for Casey. He's got to stay confident with that. It's open. Another steal. That one, Gabe ended up with it. I think a couple of the Crusaders got their hands on it. Dieters will probably get credit for it. They're really trying to get it. They got Nolan on Caleb down low, but they didn't give him the ball. They got to give it to him. Casey's going to fire again, and that time Zach Casey drains it with zero conscience at all. The senior Zach Casey with 3 minutes to play first half doubles up the Douglas Tigers at 20-10. Coach Badgerman can't possibly ask for more from this team in this first half. Howard gets stuck a little bit. That time they were trying to look, they had a mismatch. Owen Gray down there for Douglas. Had Brady Gorman on him. I don't hate that for Brady. Rather pick up a foul than that doesn't going to cost you. Now they get the steal again. McAllister with a great timeout. Great timeout by Coach Badgema from the bench. As Dylan came flying in, dove and grabbed it, but that was about to be tied up. And why not? That's your first timeout. 2:42 left, second quarter. As I was saying, man, Douglas Tigers came in red hot, 5 in a row. Whereas the Crusaders, ice cold at 0-5 the last 5 games. Really, I kind of expected the Crusaders to try to hang around in this one, especially without Isaiah Plantinga. But they've blown my expectations out of the water here, 20-10. Keep in mind, the Whitensville Christian Crusaders tend to get into some droughts, especially offensively. That's what seems to be their downfall. They were up 7 against a pretty good Hopedale team here last Tuesday. And 7-point halftime lead, looked great, and then that third quarter was brutal. But this Crusader team seems to be playing with a real purpose. Zach Casey, Dylan McAllister, Gabe Dieters, Cam Damaris, they're all shooting with confidence. Even if you don't make it, I mean, you got to do it. You're the guys out there. There's no one going to come out and take those shots for you. You get an open look. You got to shoot it like you do in practice. Crusaders have a chance to add to their 10-point lead here. 2:30 left. McAllister breaks down the defense. Again, Dylan off the glass. No good. Battle for it. Josh Farrell will come out of the pack with it for Douglas. It's Gosselin back in the game for Douglas. Another steal. Looks like maybe a kickball. No, they. Okay, so the confusion there was kickball. They reset it to 20 seconds on the shot clock with a kickball. Howard almost gets it stolen again, and he does. That one, oh, Gabe Dieters wanted it. The ref said, no, sir, I was right here. That was close. It looked like it might have went off of Colton Howard, but it was real close, and the ref had great position on that one. 2 minutes left, second quarter. They're looking for Gosselin. Gabe Dieters just playing terrific defense all over the court. Same with Dylan McAllister and Zach Casey. Gosselin all the way. He wanted to foul. He doesn't get it. They have numbers if they want them. Let's see what Caleb does. The spin. He was looking for a foul. He should have just went up strong. No foul called. These refs, I think, have called a really good game here. They've called the obvious ones. Otherwise, let them play. Good flow with this one. Farrell will fire. No good. Good board by Dylan. So 1:16 left. Dylan gets it to Caleb. Oh, again, that one looked like he might have got a foul. Coaching staff over at WCS calling for it. It looked like he might have got him in the arm on that one. Dunphy, wide open layup. Looked like Zach Casey pulled the string a little bit. Dunphy was looking to get a body, and Zach moved out of the way. Brady Gorman for three. Oh, in and out. Brady has a nice touch from out there, and he's been playing for a few minutes, so I was thinking usually he's cold off the bench. That's going to be Gosselin. He's going to get a foul on the floor, though, so no shots. 37.7. Brady Gorman's got a good run out there because Cam Damaris has two. Smart move by the coaching staff. Dunphy takes his time, can't get it to go. Colton Howard was able to get the offensive rebound to Nolan for three. That's no good. Gosselin, 22 seconds left. The Crusaders finally get it. One shot is all they need here. They just don't want to throw the ball away like they did at the end of the first quarter. They have an opportunity at worst case to go into the halftime up 10. Best case up 13 if they can get a three to go. 6 seconds. Caleb's going to have to fire. Brady gets wide open again. No good. Bench was looking to call it. They were all up and cheering, but Gorman a little long on that. The first one that he shot was really close. But this Crusader coaching staff couldn't possibly be more happy. By the way, we'll keep the camera right at the court because the little kids, third graders from WCS, get to play. So as you enjoy the third graders, man, biggest story here is Douglas not used to get, Douglas just beat Nipmunk, the other top team in the Dual Valley, 52-41. They only have 10 points in the first half. Should be noted that the game in Douglas that the Crusaders lost was a 4 to 5 point game most of the way. And Douglas pulled ahead and ended up winning it by double figures. So Douglas they have the firepower and the experience to make a big run in this third quarter. So the Crusaders will get some numbers, hopefully. From big hoop in there. I don't have the rosters for these kids, so number one for White. Coming in, the Douglas Tigers have to be extremely happy with their season. They are in the power rankings. They're number 4 in Division 5, the Douglas boys. So again, it's a formula. Usually at halftime I bring you up to date. These power rankings are from last Tuesday, although one of they had to do an update. I think it was the girls, though. There was something wrong with the Division 5 girls rankings. So the Douglas boys, this would be a tough loss for them in the state rankings. Hopedale's right behind them, by the way. They're 8th in Division 4. The WCS boys come in at 44. And that loss from Nipmunk to BMR was a big loss for them. The Crusaders lost last Friday night to a team they beat here at home pretty handily. So that I expected coming in here was going to really be rough for their next week's power rankings. But, and it's way too early, a win against Douglas here would go a long way to bumping them up, because it's a formula that they use, not just wins, but margin of victory and rating of your opponent. Looking to take it all the way in. Great play, number 4 in there. Let me check some scoring here. One of the big things to note, I did note for you that Douglas has only scored 10 points in this first half. But something I failed to mention that Greg Masati, the scorekeeper, brought to my attention is they didn't score at all in the second quarter. So Douglas 10 points in the first, as we got our first injury out there. He's okay. Looks to be shaking it off. So Douglas, no points that second quarter. And they had their looks. Crusaders playing great defense, especially in the interior, bothering all those passes, getting their hands on the ball. But still, there was 8, 6 to 10, 8 shots, I'll say, where Douglas most of the time would have made them. I mean, it's been good defense by the Crusaders, but it's also been some cold shooting. So you don't expect that to happen all night long. Big shot by 38. Fans going crazy. And so the Crusaders are led as usual with Caleb Dieters with 8. Zach and Gabe have 2 fouls each. So that's something to keep. I think so does Cam as well. Let's check on something from Greg, see who might have foul trouble for Douglas. Teams are going to make their way out here onto the court. As you know, Douglas wants to get out. If I were on that Douglas team, good round of applause for these third graders. Good future here. Yeah, if I were on that Douglas team, I would want I would want to get out there and get some shots up. Ice cold. So, 20-10 is the lead. Crusaders, again, stay with the same formula. Good defense. Don't turn the ball over and let up transition looks. As I was saying that, midway through the second quarter, they gave the ball away. It's like I jinxed them. And I think it was Josh Farrell for Douglas. Had a layup, just wasn't able to make it, but that could have changed things for Douglas. They see one or two go down, that could change a lot. So, hey, if they make a few outside looks, if they get an offensive rebound, fine, but don't let those transition layups if you're Whitensville. On offense, continue to move the ball, but continue to look for your shot. There's some times where the Crusaders, it feels like they're moving the ball and they're running their motion offense, but none of the guys on the top of the key are looking to shoot. And the defense can pick up on that. If you're not even looking up at the hoop, they're going to play the pass, not the drive or shot. That's been a very different story tonight as Whitensville has. You got Dylan McAllister. It's been a big change from what I've seen the last few games. He's been willing to drive to the hoop, take his shot. Same with Cam Damaris. Zach Casey, even with a couple of misses, shoots confidently from three. Got to do it. So, I don't have the scoring leaders. I don't think anyone's in foul trouble. I think Cam Damaris has 2. I said Gabe and Caleb had 2, but that was a mistake on my part. And I also said Caleb Dieters had 8 points. I don't think that's true either. The scoring has been very spread out. Caleb has gotten a few points, but you have Dylan with 5. You have Zach with, I think, 3. Maybe he does have 8. I have no idea. I don't even have a pen, so, I would have had to memorize it. Regardless, this is going to be a tense half. A lot of Douglas fans here. This is a senior league team that took their lumps earlier in their career, and this is the year they've been looking for. Dual Valley Conference down a little bit this year, and this is their opportunity to win the conference. They came in here thinking, I think we're going to beat this team. Why wouldn't you? Then you find out their second leading scorer, Isaiah Plantinga, is out. Douglas maybe was a little overconfident, was looking past this game. Crusaders, on the other hand, man, if they could maintain their confidence and finish this out the second half strong, then they'd have Douglas Sutton on Friday. Another opportunity. Douglas starts with it. Josh Farrell has it. Still man-to-man for the Crusaders. That's Dunphy. Dunphy looked like he got a charge. He went right into Caleb Dieters. The crowd goes crazy. The bench goes crazy as Caleb was able to. Douglas is going to put on a. What are we doing here? I think he fell down, so they're trying to dry the court with their sneakers, old-fashioned way. So Douglas has a zone press on. Didn't really do much. They break it. Caleb has the lane. In and out. Dylan's got to just dribble it back out. Good job by Dylan McAllister, as he was going to get that swatted away, but he gets another possession for Cam Damaris. Cam gets it blocked. That was blocked by Owen Gray. Now Gray has it, leading the break. He's going to fire. I think that was only a 2. Didn't go anyway. That leaves Zach Casey kind of on an island. Good job by Zach to get it into the point guard, Dylan McAllister's hands. He's Gabe Dieters. Damaris goes left, makes some space, and he drills it. Cam created a little space with Gray, the taller guy, on him, and then just calmly puts it up. Cam can do that almost any time. He's just got to stay under control. (22-10). Douglas really looking for their offense. Up and under by Colton Howard. Great drive. Almost got the three-point play, but he couldn't get it to go. He will go to the free throw line. It's only the first foul on Zach Casey. First team. We're in this third quarter. So watch out now. Colton Howard, good shooter. He sees the ball go through. That could change things. Douglas feels like a lot of these shots. See, Colton makes both, makes it 22-12. A lot of these shots are rimming out. Going to have an opportunity to break this press. Great job. Good decision by Dylan McAllister. He looked like, do I have a lane? When he didn't, he pulled it out, didn't force anything. Gabe's going to fire. That's back rimmed. Looked like Gabe could have fouled his shot there. Douglas now has a chance to bring this back into single digits. Sure enough, Colton Howard, he makes the free throws. Now he gets the layup to go. It happens every time. 22-14. So they're really trying to press. Dylan in the trees. Gabe Dieters wide open for three. Looked online, but it goes just to the right off the rim. Here comes Douglas making their run. Down 8. Gosselin with the ball. Gosselin fires. No good. Skying for the rebound is Dunphy. Looks like Dunphy might have got hit a little bit, but no call, no complaint either. So I must be wrong. Good defense by Caleb. Cam cleared his way out a little bit again. That's how he scored the last time. Just can't extend the arm. That's the difference. That's going to be 3 on Cam. We'll see. Coach Brady Badgerman will probably keep him out there. If he gets 4, he's going to have to go to the bench. Colton Howard made the last 4 points for Douglas. He's got Zach on him. He wants the ball, but they go instead of Dunphy at the top of the key. 19 seconds left. They get it to Fair on the shot clock. Farrell to Gosselin. Gosselin drives, gets it. Man, Gosselin knifes his way through the defense like a knife through butter, but just can't seem to get it to go. 5 minutes left. Dylan gets it swatted away by Owen Gray, but McAllister's got to stay aggressive. Don't let that stop you. Love that play. Try to get to the free throw line and get something going. McAllister looked like he was roaming to his right, and Zach fired it, but Dylan was able to get back. Gabe Dieters again. That's time. He drills it from a corner pocket 3. Gabe Dieters. Gabe has been a little bit snake bitten from 3. He makes that one. There's Colton again. That one's front rimmed. Douglas knocks it off last. Good play by the Crusaders to let it go. Pretty much just making such good decisions, Whitensville have been so far. 4:21 left in the third quarter. They're up 25-14 with the ball. Got to continue to take care of the ball. No turnovers. Cam wants his offense. Good decision. McAllister, he got 15 on the shot clock. They really want to get it down to Caleb. Caleb gets doubled just about every time, but he finds a great move. Gets his own rebound. No good. Now they got to get back. Douglas is in transition. That's Colton Howard. He finds Gosselin wide open for 3. That one drains in. That's what happens when you let up transition. Maybe it wasn't a layup, but defense collapsed, and that gave Gosselin the wide open 3 he's been looking for. 25-17. Caleb gets the wide open layup, I should say. Douglas really pressing on D. And so the opportunity, as they were all up top, they let Caleb down, or they didn't double team him if they have been. It's going to be Gosselin. After that three, he gets aggressive. They're going to give Gosselin an opportunity to go to the free throw line. I wasn't sure as he drove if they would say on the floor, but I think they got that right. I think he was shooting. The big news there, though, is that's 4 on Cam. So Cam's going to have to go to the bench. Micah Dieters will sub in for him. 3:14 left third quarter as Micah comes in. 3 Dieters will be in there along with Dylan McAllister and Zach Casey. Gosselin gets 1 of 2. Gets it back within 9. It always feels better. Micah's aggressive. Great drive. Micah Dieters right off the bench. Doesn't hesitate. Tremendous play. His brother had confidence in him. Makes it 29-18. Farrell looking to get Dunphy, but Farrell shoots for 3. Looked online, but bounces out. Gabe Dieters, they got to help him. Micah comes back for it, gets it to his brother, Caleb. Caleb looks for his shot. He gets it to fall. Timeout, Douglas. They have to call time. 31-18 with 2:32 to play, third quarter. So a 2010 halftime lead has blossomed to 31-18. So you knew Douglas was going to make a little bit of an offensive run, and sometimes those get to the Crusaders because Whitensville will go in a scoring drought, but that has not happened yet. As they've let up 8 points so far in this quarter, but they've gotten 11 of their own to expand the lead by 3. So Douglas coaching staff desperately trying to think of the answers. They just can't find any of their usual guys who are typically their, last time against WCS, it was Adam Dunphy reading the score. They tend to spread it around. So usually somebody, Gosselin, Colton Howard, Owen Gray, Dunphy, usually those guys, 2 or 3 of those guys are hitting, and in this game so far, they just haven't found. They've been very choppy offense. So we'll see what they drew up in the timeout. It's Owen Gray. They go right to Gray. Gray gets it to go, and he'll go to the free throw line. Good play coming out of the timeout by Douglas. Just what they needed. It's going to be the second foul on Zach Casey. So that's 4 team fouls on the Crusaders. Most of those Cam Damaris. So 31-21. Brings it immediately from 13 to 10. Big time play by Owen Gray. So 4 team fouls. So on the Crusaders, 1 more foul, and that sends the Douglas Tigers to the line. Might come into play here. Gabe's wide open again. This one's a little long. Micah battles, but Gray gets it. Douglas, you can tell they want to make a run here to close out this third quarter. Just under 2 to play. Gosselin all the way to the hoop. It might be an opportunity for a timeout the other way. It's 31-23. I think Coach Badgett was thinking about it, but not yet. If 1 more hoop from Douglas, I almost guarantee he'll call it. He'd love to see him get through this quarter. Up 31-23. Gray looks down to Colton Howard. Howard's going to look underneath. Gosselin wide open again. This one's an air ball, but Dunphy gets it. No good. Gabe Dieters gets it, so Coach Badgerman can save his timeouts for the fourth quarter. They got to calm it down. There's no hurry. No hurry. Beautiful. They got a foul on Owen Gray there. last possession or two, Crusaders feeling the heat a little bit. They have 35 seconds on this shot clock. They don't need to hurry. Zach doesn't need to do that. Throw the ball, just get the ball in, run your offense. 1:10 left, third quarter, up 8. You don't need anything desperate here. They find Gabe, but again, now it's going to be a jump ball. Oh, they call a travel on Gabe Dieters. So I was hoping that would be a jump ball, because the possession arrow right now belongs to the Crusaders. If there's no tie-ups between here and the end of the quarter, that'll just mean Whitensville will get it, start the fourth. 1:04 left. Douglas down 8, would love to get another hoop here. Micah Dieters is going to get the foul reaching over Brady Nolan. That's going to send Brady to the free throw line for 2. 5 team fouls, that puts them into the bonus. You probably are aware by now, if you've been with us all season, in high school basketball, there's no more 1-and-1. So once you get every quarter, it wipes it. The team fouls get put back to 0. As Brady Gorman comes in for Micah. Gets put back to 0, and then once you get 5 team fouls, it's 2 shots no matter what. So that's why Nolan has the opportunity, and he misses both, but Gray gets the board, a huge rebound, but he can't make Whitensville pay. 52 left, so Douglas should get this back. Crusaders up 8. They just need to look for their shot. Oh, Casey took a line drive to the face. That's Brady Gorman. A lot of Brady's out there tonight. 30 seconds left, so there's no shot clock anymore. Douglas could wait, but they probably will just want to get the best shot they can down 8 here. Gosselin, looks like they're going to get an offensive foul. They got that, I believe, yeah, on Brady Nolan. This will be his second. What he did was he shoved his hip out to free up Gosselin. Great call by the ref there. It doesn't look like much, but that frees up a great driver like Isaac Gosselin, and the ref caught him. So you got 6 seconds left. Brady Gorman's just going to have to shoot it, or Gabe. Dieters, they got to shoot it here. Dylan will fire. Looked like they tipped it. The bench not upset, but you can tell they're kind of telling, to me, either Brady Gorman or Gabe Dieters needed to shoot that. Maybe Gabe, especially, because he was open and he threw it to McAllister and just had to heave it up. Defender right in his face. That was a very fast third quarter. As the Crusaders have now eaten into that halftime lead by 2. It's 31-23 at halftime. It was 20-10. Crusaders had it up there 13 at one point. You know Douglas is going to make the run. They don't want to lose this game. Last 8 minutes. Remember, the Crusaders undermanned tonight without guard Isaiah Plantinga. He's here, but he's in street clothes. Cam Damaris has 4 fouls, so he's got to stay on the bench for at least 3 minutes. That's probably what Coach Badgema will do, is look to bring Cam back at the 5-minute mark, depending on how the game's going. If the game is 8 to 10 points, he might buy a little bit more time. Dylan gets around Farrell. Zach Casey now has it. They're looking down low. Brady Gorman has that shot. He's going to have to take it eventually. Gabe up fakes. Got 14 on the shot clock. Being methodical, but they need to get a good shot. Oh, Gabe looked like he wanted it. McAllister's probably going to have to pop that. 7 seconds. Dylan loses it. Owen Gray ends up with it, and here comes Douglas down 8. 7:25 left, fourth quarter. Farrell off the rim, no good. Colton Howard battled for it. The ball ended up in Brady Gorman's hands. You can tell that they would have been okay, but I think a smart timeout by Coach Badgema, as he thought Brady Gorman was going to be in trouble there underneath the hoop. You might. It's a tough call. He's been buying the bench minutes with Cam being in foul trouble, splitting those with Micah Dieters and Brady Gorman. Both have played well off the bench, but you wonder if you might go back to Micah. I don't think he's going to, just because he's a bigger body. Micah was able to make him pay down low for a hoop earlier. Brady's a little bit better of a ball handler, and can shoot that three, but he's got to be willing to take it. So far he has, but he's missed a couple, but just you got to tell a shooter like Brady to keep on shooting. If it's open, don't force it, but if the shot clock's winding down and you're the one that's open, you got to fire. 31-23. See if Douglas presses. They take the press off. It was not working well. I think a smart move by the Douglas coaching staff, as the Crusaders were kind of punishing them in transition. Gabe Dieters gets it tied up, but he's able to, I was going to say he was able to get to Zach Casey in the corner, but he threw it away. Really trying to go down low. They're missing right now is Cam Damaris is driving to the hoop. They got to be willing. The guards have to be willing to take it to the hoop. Even if they don't make it, it'll give Dieters or Zach Casey or somebody. That's going to be Owen Gray. Bumps off of McAllister. Here comes Cam. I don't blame Coach Badgema. It's 6:41. I think he wanted to keep it till 5, but he's worried. May as well bring him out there now and just hope that his senior Cam Damaris won't pick up his 5th. Gray all the way, great drive, can't get it to go, but he does pick up a foul and will get himself to the free throw line. I think that's on Gabe Dieters. Nope, that's on Zach Casey. That's 3 on Zach. So this is what we've been talking about. Right now the Crusaders are in an offensive drought, which is giving the Douglas the opportunity to climb back into this. Gray misses the second of 2. So it's 31-24, 6:30 left in this one. It's going to be a tight finish. You want to stay with us for the whole thing. Cam off the bench. You know he wants to get his offense. Cam fires. Big shot, Cam Damaris. Drains it. They needed that one off the bench with 4 fouls. Gives them a little bit more breathing room. 33-24. Colton Howard tries to get the foul. Doesn't get the call. Caleb Dieters, Zach wisely says, no. Let's set something up here. Use a little clock. Get a good shot. They should get it right back to Cam here. Free him up. Owen Gray gets the steal. He finds Dumphy. Dumphy goes up left. No good, but Colton Howard had it. Man, Douglas just missed so many layups in this game. Gabe looking to go to work. He gets it stolen. Looked like it was slapped. These refs swallowed their whistles a little bit. That's going to give Josh Farrell the opportunity to get a field goal, and Douglas looks like there's pressing on made baskets. Cam's got to stay under control. He does. No good. Gets his own rebound. They're going to call that on the floor. So no free throws. Love to see Cam when he stays under control. He's got that length. Cam doesn't need to hurry it, and he didn't on that one. Was able to get a foul on Owen Gray. That's only 2 on Owen. Each team has 1 team foul with 5:08 left. Casey's got to get this ball in. He's got Caleb. Dunphy was able to get a leg on it. So now Zach will try on the other side of the hoop. Up 7, gets it to Cam. Plenty of shot clock. You want to use some clock, but it's only a 7-point lead. So if you're the Crusaders, you want to look for your offense. Cam will, you know that. Gabe, he's got to be confident. He is. Boom. Gabe Dieters, the freshman, with a huge 3. 10-point lead, 4:40 left in this one. That is tough right now for the Tigers. Gosselin struggled in this one. He goes all the way. Oh, they gave him 2. That looked like it might have been on the floor. Coach Badgema asking for an explanation. I thought that was before he went up with it. And the ref was waiting to see if it went in. I said, oh, man, he's looking to potentially get an and 1 on this. Just rolled out for Isaac Gosselin. Gosselin needs these. 4:28 left. Good free throw shooter, the senior guard. Gets the lead back within 8. Press again. Dylan's got to be careful. He does. Gets it back to Casey. Casey, a calming influence. 4:17 left. So that's an interesting philosophy. I think Coach told him to reach in on purpose or just be aggressive. Because at this point, down 8, Douglas has to pile up the team fouls. Oh, great drive by Caleb Dieters, but he can't get it to go. Here comes Farrell on the break. He's got Gosselin if he wants him. Instead, he finds Owen Gray. Gray for 3. Swish. 36-31. It's within 5. Crusaders feeling the screws tightening a little bit. Dylan gets it to Gabe Dieters. Dieters was not. Gets fouled. The Douglas crowd not happy. Boy, I'll tell you. Cam Damaris, you want him to be aggressive, but on that one, drive to the hole. Don't settle for a shot and get it blocked. Fortunate that Dylan was there. And Dylan, great pass to Gabe. I don't think Gabe was expecting that. Brady Nolan has 3 fouls. So Gabe Dieters makes it 37-31. Douglas down 6. Owen Gray, who just made one, drills another gigantic 3 by Owen Gray, makes it 37-34. And the Crusaders have to call timeout. This Douglas crowd has not had much to cheer about all game. They finally have their shot. So the Crusaders gotta, at this point now, great timeout. Because I think they were, rightfully so, playing it a little bit both ways. Whitensville was looking for their offense, but also running clock. With 3:36 left, only up 3. You got to play your offense now. You know, don't hurry, obviously, but you just got to play this like it's a tie game. Look for your shot. Look for your offense. Look to slash and drive. That's one of the things now that the Tigers have a lot of advantage, just because they're full of seniors who've been in this position many times. Crusaders really, it's Gabe Dieters. He's been starting for a while. He's been in this position a lot. But the rest of these guys, even the seniors, not as many of these opportunities. They can't look for the other guy to do it. They got, if they have the open look, continue to stay confident. So Douglas puts on the press, looking to get the ball back. Dylan back to Casey. Dieters to Dieters. Caleb looking for his offense. Gabe spins, almost found Zach. Dylan, Cam Damaris for 3. Boom! Cam Damaris with a breaking three. 3:12 left. Douglas down 6. Owen Gray's got the hot hand for Douglas. Gosselin all the way to the hoop, and he makes it go he flexes to the crowd. Who'd they get on that? I think they got Dylan McAllister on that. Yeah, as long as it's not Cam, who's got 4. That's 3 on Dylan. 3:02 left. Gosselin makes it again a 3. So for a second, they had a little breathing room after that 3 from Cam Damaris, but Gosselin is able to bring that right back to within 3. The press, again, doesn't work, but it does hurry the Crusaders a little bit. Casey's going to drive from the corner. Now Gabe looked like he had Dylan. Dylan's got Cam. Cam's going to probably fire again. He's going to find Casey. Still 10 seconds. Casey up, no good. He's got to get back in transition. 2:34 left. Douglas has a chance to tie with a 3 or to come within 1 with a 2-pointer. Farrell's going to a kickball on that. So shot clock will stay at 26 on that. 2:25 left. Douglas, Owen Gray has hit 2 huge threes down the stretch. Gosselin finally saw a layup go. He's looking for it. Farrell's their setup guy. It's smart to have Cam. Cam cannot reach here. They need his offense. Just play tough man-to-man D. That's going to be Dunphy. Dunphy goes all the way in. They're going to call it travel. Great call. Just tremendous man-to-man defense there by Caleb Dieters as he just stayed vertical with his hands. Crusaders beat the press. Cam. Another travel. The tough thing there, Cam goes in for the drive, and I couldn't see which Douglas player just kind of fell down in front of him. Tough to call a foul on that, but it also got in his way. Douglas down 3, 150 left. Gosselin again looking for his offense. Now it's Isaac Gosselin who traveled. Gosselin didn't love the call. 148 left. You know Coach Badgham is going to call that timeout if he thinks his guys are all in trouble here. Dylan's got to dribble, but he doesn't want to dribble into the... Oh, what a great save by Caleb Dieters. Dieters gets the foul. I think they got Nolan on that. That's going to be 4 on Brady Nolan. 4 team fouls as well, so Crusaders get any more fouls, they'll get a chance to get some points at the line. Good decision by Zach to get it out to the point to Dylan. 136 left. Gabe Dieters going to fire, no good. Steal by Zach, and he loses it. Oh, great play by Zach Casey as he was able to slap it free. Thought he could have got it there for a second, but he lost it just off the end line. Douglas will get another shot at this. Last 2 trips have been empty with a couple of travels. Gosselin looking to find Colton Howard. There's Dunphy now. Dunphy's struggled with Caleb Dieters on him. Owen Gray. Gray's going to maybe look for the tie. Now he's going to look. Oh, beautiful pass to Dunphy. To within 1. 1:02 left. 40-39. Whitensville looking to cling to this lead right now. Still got to break that press. They do. Gabe Dieters confident from 3. What a shot by the freshman, Gabe Dieters. Not what I expected. Love it. 43-39. With a 1-point lead, you still maybe wanted to run a little clock there, but Gabe said, nope. I got an open look. I'm taking it confidently and drilling it. Man, Gabe Dieters, he's a freshman. He has a great future. Coach Badgham is going to be losing some seniors next year. He's going to be relying heavy on Gabe's brother Micah, Brady Gorman. Dylan McAllister will be coming back as well, but a lot of those seniors are going to be gone. But right now, the last thing on anyone's mind, as crowd is tense here, 45 seconds, so Douglas really wants to get a good shot, but they don't want to take too much time doing it. But anything can happen in high school basketball. If they can get an easy look here and put that press on, Owen Gray, who's been the hot hand, he steps back. Owen looked online from where I'm sitting. They're going to battle for it. It goes. Dylan is able to get it. Call timeout if you can. Oh, what a great play. Coach Bajema very angry with the referees there. I think what he wanted was, as McAllister grabbed it, then Gosselin grabbed it and rolled, and that should be a travel when you do that. What a, I mean, that play with Gosselin and McAllister running after it, diving, probably reminded Dylan of playing soccer. Great soccer player for this team. Probably looked like that's what they were doing. The ball was on the ground. They're both charging after it. Big call there to give Douglas the ball. They're down 4, but they have the ball. If that went the Crusaders' way, whole different thing. They'd start having to play the foul game. If Douglas will still have to play the foul game, but they have a chance to make this a one-possession game here. Again, looking for Gray. He gets free. Front rims it. Gabe gets it, and they're going to get the foul on Adam Dunphy. That's 5 team fouls, so that'll put Gabe Dieters to the line. It's already a 2-possession game, so Gabe shouldn't feel too much pressure here. Making these would still keep it a 2-possession game, but a 6-point deficit's much different than 4. Gabe pulled the string on that a little bit. See if he can make this one. Even if he misses it, Douglas, that makes it a 5-point game. There's 17 left. Gosselin, quick 3, no good. Rebound, Caleb Dieters. They're not fouling. Douglas is just going to give up on this, it looks like. That's it. This game is going to be in the books. An absolutely huge home court upset victory from the Crusaders of Whitensville Christian as the Douglas Tigers lose a very disappointing game. Great game, best game of the season so far for Coach Bajema's team. We're going to give player of the game to, I'm going to have to give that one to Gabe Dieters. Huge shots down the stretch to win it. We'll give hustle player of the game to Dylan McAllister, who's been all over the floor diving. And again, we'll see you Friday night. See if the Crusaders can continue this awesome play and take on Sutton. Beating Douglas, they should be able to take on Sutton. So have a great night. God bless everyone.